Alrighty, so it's another beautiful spring day here in New England. Tomorrow begins trout season, so we're going to see if we can catch us any bass today, and then tomorrow we'll be out for trout. So just glad spring is here and the fishing season is here. Alrighty, well, the first fish of the year is a smaller size crappie.
Nice.
Too small to keep, but first fish of the year. Second fish of the season, a small perch. Alrighty. Looks like we got ourselves a sunfish. Possibly a bluegill, or as we call them up here in New England, a kiver. Alrighty, looks like we got another perch. Came off. That one got away. Well, I'm getting later start than normal. It's about 9:30 and I'm just leaving now. Usually opening day, I don't like to go that early anymore anyway on opening day trout season, just because of the crowd. It's just way too packed, people crossing lines, and some people can be quite rude. It's not like it used to be. But typical New England fashion, opening day trout season, guess what? It's raining. I probably only remember 3 or 4 beautiful sunny days on opening day in my entire life. The rest has either been cold, snowing, or rain. So at least it's not cold and snowing. It's about 50 degrees and rain. Hopefully now that it's almost 10 o'clock and raining, most of the crowd is going to be gone. But yep, here goes the downpouring rain. Got my rain jacket, got my rain pants, and we'll just see if there's any trout out there. Well, sitting in the car waiting. As you can hear, we got a thunderstorm rolling through with some pea-sized hail. Well, opening day weather in New England never ceases to amaze me. I have fished in 15 degrees. I have fished in 3 inches of snow. I've had beautiful sunny days where it was 70 degrees. Had beautiful sunny days where it was 80. But this has got to be the first time I've ever fished in a hailstorm. Alright, sun's back out. Let's see if they're going to bite. There we go, there's one. There's one. On the spinner bait. Oh, man. Well, as you can see, I am back in the car again, waiting it out. Got another nasty cell coming through, 35 mile an hour winds and hail. So I just checked the radar. I'm probably going to be sitting here for another maybe 10-15 minutes waiting out this cell. But I did get one fish at least, so happy about that if I don't catch anything else. But we're just going to wait out this cell and go from there, I guess. Any other place I go is going to be far from the car and I won't be able to come back. The only reason why I came back in the car is because the wind was picking up and it was lightning again. But now we got small hail coming down again and everything. The weather's just been absolutely strange today. What the hell kind of fish is that? Yeah, beautiful rainbow. Actually, it comes down right at the beaver den. So the beavers are hiding all the gold. Nah, I save it all up for when I go camping.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yep. Day 3 of our fishing adventure, getting a much later start than I wanted to today, but circumstances were just totally against me this morning. It's supposed to be a good day. Alrighty, now that I got a fresh battery in, apparently I didn't charge my batteries last night, all this morning with everything that was going on. As I was saying, I got my rain gear with me today, although there's no rain in the forecast. And speaking of gear, I ran into an old buddy that I grew up with, and I was coming off a pond, and he said, "Holy cow, look," well, actually, he didn't use the word cow, but he said, "Look at all that gear you have. What are you, auditioning for a Survivor? Holy crow." Well, let me tell you my philosophy. I always carry 3 fishing poles with me when I'm freshwater fishing and 3 fishing poles with me when I'm saltwater fishing. And here's the reason why. Freshwater, I'm not that great at casting my fly rod yet, and I'm still practicing with it. Eventually want to get to a point that I can cast it really good and get the distance. You're allowed 2 lines in the water at all times up here in Rhode Island. Can't have any more than 2 lines. So one line might have regular and natural bait on it, and the other line I might be throwing a lure. And my philosophy is, if I ever break a line, I can just quickly grab the other pole, cast it out while I'm resetting the pole that broke the line. Plus, I've had reels that for whatever reason just decided to lock up on me in the middle of fishing. Saltwater reels, because of the rust, you cannot, even though you properly maintain your saltwater reels, rinse them off, lubricate them, just because of the salt, over time they're going to get corroded. And I've actually had one just literally fall apart in my hands. I had one lock up in my hand. So this is why I always carry 3 poles. So as far as the packs, I have whatever pack for whatever I'm fishing, whether it's my freshwater or saltwater gear. And then if I'm fishing freshwater, I also have my pack with my flies in it, because like I said, I do try to practice with my fly rod every so often. So yeah, it looks like I'm carrying a lot of gear, but in reality, I've seen a lot of people carry a lot more gear than me, especially if they're going out on a boat. I don't even know how they can lift half those tackle boxes. which is why I got away from tackle boxes and just using sling packs. But yeah, it's anyway, it's a perfect sunny day, a little on the cool side, not quite 60 degrees. We got some clouds, getting a late start. We're getting into the afternoon hours, so I don't know how the fish are going to be biting. Yesterday's weather, it was slow. Not many people were catching anything and kept a lot of the people away, so I've got a feeling today's probably going to be a little bit crowded, but we'll see what we catch. Heading to another spot that has salmon in it. Hopefully we get some salmon, and then I'll be heading to more spots that have trout. Well, the temperature has dropped 12 degrees since this morning. The wind's picked up to 30 miles an hour, and it has gotten cold. Nobody's was catching anything at all today. Saw a couple swim by. There are a few salmon jumping, but not anybody at either pond that I went to caught anything. The bass weren't biting, the perch weren't biting, not even the kibbers, as we call them here in Rhode Island, otherwise known as sunfish, brim, bluegill, whatever you call them in other parts of the country. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing. It's been cold, rainy. I did get a couple which were good, but as far as opening weekend goes, the weather has just turned from what we had the last few days. So hype of opening weekend is done. We're just on to the regular fishing season now. And that's going to do it for this video. We'll see you in the next one. So keep fishing and get outdoors.